In this lesson, we're going to combine several of the lessons that we've been talking about previously. In this lesson, we're going to solve inequalities by adding and subtracting. Previously, we've solved equations by adding and subtracting, and we've also worked with inequalities and graphing inequalities on a number line. So we're going to combine all that together in this lesson and solve and graph inequalities by adding or subtracting. So the addition and subtraction property of inequality says that you can add or subtract the same number on both sides of an inequality, and that inequality will still be true. And then when we're graphing, remember that you draw a closed circle when an inequality includes the point. Okay, so that would be the greater than or equal to or the less than or equal to, and an open circle when it does not include the point. That would just simply be the greater than or the less than symbol. You can check that the solution to an inequality is true by choosing any of the numbers in the solution set and substitute it into the original inequality and making sure that that inequality still is true. So go ahead and pause the video and copy this into your notes. All right, so solve, then graph the solution set on the number line. Once again, let's go ahead and draw a line down through the inequality symbol. And we have x minus 12 is greater than 32. Right, so the inverse of subtracting 12 is adding 12. So we add 12 to both sides. These cancel out. We're left with x is greater than 44. Now we notice that this is just simply greater than, so that's going to be an open circle. And down on the number line, I don't have any numbers on the number line, so I'm going to say that 44 is somewhere in the middle. So this would be 44, 46, 48. Would be 52. 44, 42 if I go down. All right, so 44 is right here, open circle, and it's greater than, so my arrow would go to the right. In this next one, x minus 14 is less than negative 3. So once again, draw my arrow, or draw my line down through the inequality symbol, add 14 to both sides. That's a 14. Didn't come out very well. That's negative 4, oh, adding 14. Right, so this cancels out. We're left with x is less than negative 3 plus 14 is a positive 11. Okay, so 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 12, 14. Okay, so 10, 12, 11 would be right here, open circle, because it's simply less than, and less than moves, our arrow goes to the left. Solved and graph the inequality. X minus 17 is greater than or equal to negative 6. Draw my line down through there. Add 17. X is greater than or equal to negative 6 plus 17. Once again, happens to be 11. All right, so we're going to do the same thing. I number my number line by 2's, just simply to save a little bit of time. All right, 11 is right here, and it's a filled in circle because it's less than or equal to, this equal to is right there. So 11, and it's greater than, so our arrow goes to the right. And our last example we have, you notice here that here we have the expression on the right-hand side and the answer on the left-hand side. We can do it one of two ways. Usually what I do is because we're going to end up having to end up flipping it at some point anyway. So I'm going to usually go k plus 54. Now here's the little tricky part with flipping it. You notice that if I flip the inequality, I also have to flip the inequality symbol. Okay, so it goes from 65 is greater than or equal to k plus 54. Well, if you think about it, that means that k plus 54 is less than or equal to 65. All right, and we solve minus 54 minus 54. K is less than or equal to 11. I've got a knack for choosing answers of 11, I guess. So 10, 12, 14, 16, so forth. Okay, and 11 would be right here. It's a closed circle because it's less than or equal to, and our arrow points to the left. All right, so that's it for solving inequalities by addition and subtraction. If you have any questions, make sure that you ask me, and I will talk to you all later.